At the start of 2023, there was a very interesting trend that just blew up online. And it's not like it was a trend done by YouTubers or TikTokers or influencers or whatever. It was actually from news agencies. It was the police chase era, where every single day it felt like there was a wild chase going on in LA. LA is pretty much where police chases were invented. For a couple of months, chases were more common than the cold. It wasn't a matter of if there was a police chase on any given day, it was a matter of if you got home in time to watch the live stream of one of the 3 or 4 police chases that happened on that day. It was just a guarantee, pretty much. You bet your sweet bippy there was going to be at least 1 or 2 high-profile, full-throttle chases, just a matter of when they were going to happen. And all of them, for the most part, were live streamed online, bringing in thousands upon thousands of viewers all tuned in to be glued to it. For a few months, it was a sport more popular than baseball, watching these police chases. And I started to hatch a little bit of a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory that perhaps there was foul play afoot. I was only half joking with my theory that perhaps these news organizations like ABC and Fox were leaving cars out in LA with the doors open and keys in the ignition, just begging people to go in there and steal it, so that way they could immediately start a stream and then maybe pump some ads to the thousands of viewers that were tuning in. Basically just a little infinite money glitch. Just because I couldn't fathom how common it was. But anyway, enough reflecting on the past, because that did fizzle out a bit. Obviously, police chases are still happening all the time in LA. It really is extraordinarily common there. But the streams aren't as common anymore. However, there was one that happened a couple nights ago, and while I was streaming, chat made me aware of it. So I decided to tune in to the end of it to see how it all wrapped itself up. And it was a pretty wacky set of circumstances that this one concluded with. And I just thought it'd be fun to share with you. Have you seen the LA police chase today where a truck rammed into the suspect to stop him? I imagine there was probably like 6 or 7 police chases today, so I gotta find the one you're referring to. Peaceful but not graceful, stolen vehicle suspect pants get stuck while trying to surrender after an LA chase. Yeah, I think it's this one. It looks like a truck, like a civilian truck has boxed him in. And it does look like his trousers have been caught while trying to get out. So I think this is the one.
And kind of creep forward a little bit.
Oh, he's about to take off. I feel it. This is all a ruse.
Let's see if it comes to an end here. He's got some traffic, or some room, I should say, ahead of him. The lanes have cleared, and he's starting to roll forward towards Crenshaw. So,
well, he didn't go very fast.
Get back on the 10, head down
he was
to
thinking
West
about it.
Adams District. Exit, which I was just on, and I'm always fearful that something like this is going to happen. Okay, and now that's not the way.
Yeah, it sounds about right with LA.
Made that decision at the last
I take that road, and I always just think in the back of my head, is today the day where there's a huge fucking police chase here? Never mind, this guy's making some interesting maneuvers.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's going to go onto the sidewalk.
Oh shit!
You can't see him, but he went up on the sidewalk, down that driveway. Oh man.
Yeah, wacky car chases are pretty common in LA.
We saw somebody get out of their car on the freeway to take a video or a picture.
Even though they're not as crazy as they were a few months ago, they're still happening every day, I'm sure.
Car to take a picture of the
This is the home of police chases.
Well, we know that the longer these things go on, but police obviously warned for like these drivers right here that
Oh, it's a standoff.
To box him in to help out. Oh my goodness, that is.
He said, "Not on my watch, Buster."
You never know if the driver has a gun or not. Oh wow, so this guy's trying to be a hero.
Right up against. Pedal turn right. Pedal turn right.
I often wonder if this guy's trying to be a hero or if you're just. Well, now you see the police car.
Yeah. Wait. What happened? Oh,
or
thanks.
You're just a frustrated driver getting mad at somebody blocking you in.
It was very polite of him not to ram this car.
You have to.
He could have fucked his whole day up with that.
Wow. Let's hope he doesn't lose his pants in the process.
No, I won't go in too tight on this in case that happens, but
Oh wait, yeah, actually, hold on. Is this tossed? Does his whole ass fall out? I also love the way he's wiggling out there. It's like we're watching the miracle of childbirth here. Hold on. Let me make sure there's no
halfway out,
ass.
halfway in.
Give me 2 seconds. This will be for me to enjoy. Yeah, we're fine. His ass stays in the undergarments, so we're good. This is like a full 4 minutes worth of him struggling to like crawl his way out of this window. Like, the police chase was only a couple of minutes, and the rest is just spent on, like, the ending segment here of him trying to get out of this window.
And this is going to cause a huge traffic nightmare. So
this is like half of the police activity, just watching him struggle to get out of the window.
As it is this time of day.
No, exactly. It looks like LAPD wants to move up with that.
It looks like they just want to embarrass him.
On the right-hand side, they might move up. They might get a
do it one-handed
to pull him out, and that's likely what they're about.
Why'd you stop wiggling?
They have some less lethal weapons there in case there's a problem. But so far, this guy.
Like, dude, just arrest me. I'm stuck.
Coming out the door, though. I'm not sure why he didn't just pop the door and come out. But he's caught up on something there with his pants.
Oh yeah, it looks like his jeans have fallen down, and that might be his boxer.
That is a great point. Why didn't he just open the door?
I feel like
come out with your hands up. All right,
yes.
I'll plop out the sign.
Yeah, that.
He puked? No, he didn't puke. That was like a necklace.
Also, LAPD, not just the driver.
It looks like he's about to do like that upside down twerking that was viral a few years ago.
That could be
about to bust that shit out.
Holding back from going in. There's.
You guys gonna arrest me with these kind of cheeks?
There's no canine unit here on the pursuit, so they can't use a dog. They probably wouldn't at this point. They're likely going to put a.
Why would they use a dog here? He is stuck.
But clearly the
we don't need that.
Is caught up on something.
Yeah, maybe he unhooked his pocket or something.
Oh, he opened the sunroof.
Possibly. Here he goes. I think he's.
Oh, there we are. There we go.
And
excellent dismount.
I'll flip over, back on the ground. That's exactly what they want him to do. And now they can
textbook
move in and take him into custody.
Incredible work.
All right,
slide cancel.
Not graceful. Jill, we're happy. So far,
yeah, you hit an IRL slide cancel
in the process of this pursuit. Thank goodness.
So what was he on the run for? What was it? Stolen vehicle. I've never seen a maneuver quite like this. Doing a somersault out of the window of a vehicle is something that would have never even crossed my mind. This isn't even a technique Dale Brown would teach you at Detroit survival training courses. Like, this is a very elite maneuver here. And to see it, you know, pulled off in this capacity was shocking. I was half expecting him to do like a front handspring or something getting out of that position. It took him a while, a lot of struggling, but when he actually did pull off the somersault, it was remarkably graceful. Like, the elegance there was impressive. Unfortunately, his pants suffered a great deal, paid a big price with that, with the pants getting caught on like the steering wheel or something. I'm not even sure what they got caught on, but you can't argue with the results. It looked pretty cool. It makes for a very interesting conclusion to this chase. Also, I've got to call attention to this being one of the most polite stoppages here, with the civilian parking his truck and blocking the guy in the stolen vehicle. Like, it was all very, like, polite, well-mannered. He drove very slowly there, blocking him very slowly. They touched noses, they gave a little kiss, and that was it. No damage to the truck, no damage to the stolen vehicle, and just called it quits right then and there. Like, that could have got ugly, but it didn't. It ended right then and there. So, I guess, all in all, about the best outcome you could expect from a police chase. That's really about it. See ya. Did you see about the police officer that drove into a restaurant and arrested the owner? He crashed his car through the restaurant? 2 videos, lots of questions after police SUV crashes into St. Louis bar. Owner arrested. Man, what? You're under arrest for putting this restaurant in the front of my SUV cruiser. You're in violation. Sounds like a Looney Tunes trap, like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, where they paint like a tunnel on a wall and then just crash into it. 2 videos shared on Tuesday by an attorney for a South St. Louis bar owner show a police SUV crashing into the bar, and part of the aftermath that led to the bar owner being arrested on charges of assault and resisting arrest. Oh, so the charges were separate from the crash. So this guy was just scooting in sideways like an action movie scene. The videos clear up some questions about what happened early Monday outside of the bar. Bar PM, popular gay bar in the city's Carundele neighborhood. I'm sure I butchered that name. But they produced several more. The bar's co-owner, Chad Morris, was charged with third-degree assault and misdemeanor resisting arrest after the crash. Police claimed he pushed an officer and ran from them. Let's see what the footage... Oh my god. It is impossible to use the internet without an ad block these days, but I can't go on these websites with one on anymore. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. He didn't even really... Man. I can't even rewind the video because now I'm getting another ad. He didn't even get far into the restaurant. This is like an advertisement for whoever makes that door threshold, like the door frame. Fucking blocked a full-speed police SUV. He bounced off of it. What is that made out of? Titanium? Adamantium? Like, look at this. It actually bounces the SUV back instead of crashing through the glass. That's impressive engineering. What a good build. So did the officer explain why he tried to crash through the front of the restaurant? Because at first I thought it'd be an accident, but this is clearly deliberate. He made no attempt to slow down or anything, really, it doesn't seem like. He just zooms through like it's GTA Online. It's insane the car is flying, Cazelli said on Tuesday. If I did this, I would be cited. It's unclear why the SUV swerved. James Pence, Morris' husband and another co-owner of the bar, said police initially told them they had to swerve to miss a dog. Officers later recanted and said they swerved to miss a parked car, the same explanation that police gave reporters. This parked car? Brother, I got news for you. If you have to swerve to miss this parked car, you shouldn't be behind the wheel. It's a parked car on a road with literally nothing on it. This is like the road outside of Courage the Cowardly Dog's house. There is nothing here. So if you had to swerve to miss this, you're either drunk driving or a terrible driver. He's a hero, don't you get it? True, I guess. I didn't even think of that. This is quite the stunt. Though I guess he's already out of control. Like, for some reason, it looks like he's already lost control of the vehicle, because he is kind of beelining towards that car, so maybe he really did swerve to miss it. I don't know why he tried to throw in a dog excuse. But why is he already losing control of his vehicle? Police did not respond to multiple requests for more information about the incident and Cazelli's accusations. They denied a Sunshine request for dashcam footage of the incident, citing an active investigation. Man, that dashcam's gonna go hard. This is the aftermath. Looks like all of the framing's made out of wood. That's some strong wood. Mahogany, no doubt. The door didn't even budge. Didn't even make it to the door. This fine hard wood stopped it. Didn't even break the glass on it. I read a bit further about this after stream just because I was extremely curious as to how the officers would explain crashing into the bar like this. Like it's some kind of Dukes of Hazzard moment. And there still isn't any real answers.
Mike and Kelly, we still really don't have many answers from police, and the bar owners say this was really scary for them. Their friends, however, have been very supportive, and tonight they supported them in the best way they knew how, which meant opening the bar, damages and all.
A power move reopening the bar in the condition that it's in. It's going to look like a bar out of the Fallout universe, but hats off to them for it. Now, initially they claimed that they arrested one of the owners after blasting through the wall like the Kool-Aid man because it was a situation where the owner was resisting arrest. The officer claimed that he had been struck by the owner, which caused him to be off balance, which gave him probable cause to arrest the owner.
Surveillance video shows a St. Louis police vehicle crashing into the front of the bar.
I was loud. I was very vocal. But I never did anything to make any officer feel like I was trying to harm them or anything. I wanted to know why there was a police vehicle sitting in my building.
Which I think is a pretty reasonable response given the situation. They apparently live above the bar, which means they would have heard this happen, and they probably assume they got hit by a fucking missile. So I think that is a perfectly warranted natural response given the circumstances. You're woken up to this loud explosion downstairs, you know, like, hey, Buster, what's going on? Why did you crash your vehicle into my business, bub? Come on. Jiminy Christmas. Like, you would have probably thought you got hit by a drone strike or something. And then you just see this SUV halfway through your business. Now, luckily they invested in some of the highest quality wood the fucking United States has ever seen, so it didn't get all the way through into the bar and like bust everything up. It was mainly just damage to the front. But even still, that's pretty scary and confusing. So it makes sense he would be loud.
Pence was briefly detained by officers at the very tense scene, but Morris was arrested, charged with multiple felonies, including assaulting a police officer and held without bond.
There's currently no evidence to confirm the officer's side of the story that he was assaulted by the owners or anything like that. And the charges that were brought against him initially have already been reduced, but the lawyer that's representing them isn't satisfied with just misdemeanor charges being on the table. He wants the whole thing dropped. He says this is a bunch of baloney. He says that they actually have a video that confirms that the police were the aggressors, and from a couple of the articles I read, they reference another video that doesn't show any type of physical confrontation between the owners and the officers. So if this video exists, it should help prove that the owners were not in the wrong in any way. The only thing that is confirmed is that the owners were yelling, which again I think is totally understandable, given an SUV just crashed into their building in the middle of the night, scaring the bejesus out of everybody. Yelling about your business being attacked by a police SUV out of nowhere like a jump scare is not grounds for an arrest. So the attorney on Twitter is saying that they have a video to confirm there was never any physical confrontation. From some of the articles I've read, there's other videos that exist that also don't show any kind of like assault on the officer or anything like that. Now, if you want my theory here, I think the officer was extremely embarrassed with his awful driving and after hitting the building, immediately went into action movie mode. So the airbag deploys, blasts him in the face, maybe semi-concusses him, and then he's in a war zone in his brain at that point. So he pops open the door and does a combat rollout. He takes one knee, pistol drawn. He's got his service pistol out, analyzing the situation, and then all of a sudden the owners start yelling. And I think he was already in so deep that he felt like he needed to make an arrest or something. Like, that's what I think. I think it all stems from the shame of being such a dog shit driver that he ran into this fucking building. That's my theory. I don't think the owners assaulted the officer. I do think they were definitely yelling at him, which they had every right to do, but I don't think there was any actual assaulting of the officer here. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to cover this situation a little bit because that footage of the police SUV hitting like this mean drift into the building out of nowhere for no reason had me scratching my head wondering how everything's going to pan out from this point forward. That is probably the worst driver the police academy has ever put behind the wheel of a police vehicle, I've got to say. So, yeah, just wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's really about it. Oh yeah, also, one more thing. Whoever built the front of that building really needs to capitalize off this situation and start saying like, hey, we were responsible for that super durable, super strong, indestructible build that blocked an SUV from getting through. I made a video covering this subject like 6 months ago, and it remains true to this day and actually is only increasing in frequency. For some reason, it feels like there's been a rise in police pursuits involving heavy machinery. Vehicles that you'd never expect to ever be involved in a high-speed pursuit have for some reason been constantly involved in high-speed pursuits. It's like something out of the Looney Tunes. I have no idea why. I'm sure not even God has an explanation, but I'm sure he's equally as entertained as I am by it because it is comical watching some of these. They're very low-speed pursuits, like the top speed for a lot of these machines is like 15, maybe 30. And I'm talking you're seeing police pursuits of them trying to chase down a steamroller, a forklift, a bulldozer, a killdozer, a front loader, a side loader, a back loader, a chode loader, like you name it. If it's got 4 wheels and weighs 50 tons, you can find a police chase with it over the last 6 months. It's happening all the time now. So I saw a front loader police pursuit the other day where one of the cops is talking to a worker and he's, asking how fast do these puppies go, and he says it can get up to like 30. He's like, 30? Zoinks. It's worse than I thought. Get in your front loader and help us chase this guy down. So he recruits this completely normal civilian who's just working, like he's at his job, tells him to get into his front loader so that way he can help chase down the bad guy's front loader. It's so weird. It's like a kaiju movie where they recruit another monster to engage with it. Like, it's for no reason other than, I guess, good cinema. I have no idea. But I have to show you that clip. Also, I have to show you this other clip that I saw today about a guy who was trying to evade police, and he hid behind a car in like the most obvious position imaginable. and yet the cops didn't find him for like over a minute. They swarmed the area around him and just kept walking right by. It's like all of those scenes in a movie that get criticized when it's a stealth section where the good guys trying to like take cover and like all of the bad guys walk right by them and for some reason never see them. Or like in a video game when the AI keeps like running right by the bush that you're peeking out of even though like you're in plain sight, for some reason they're not alerted. Like, I now start to believe those things after seeing this clip. Like, that's no longer unbelievable to me because of what I've just witnessed with this guy's hiding spot. Oh yeah, I kept getting tagged in this all afternoon. It says, bro was 1 second away from losing 4 stars in GTA. I'm guessing it's like a really weird pursuit. I haven't watched it yet, but this must be poppin'. And it's been a little while since I've seen an interesting pursuit. That's not true. We saw the one the other day with the guy in the bulldozer, where the police told another guy in like a front loader to chase him down. Let's see if this beats that.
And then you can see it right there, the suspect trying to get into somebody's property or
this is like the end
of
of the pursuit, it seems, though.
But doing a very, very poor job of it right there. LAPD coming to a stop. Oh, come on, guys, he's right there. The officer's running right by him.
That's cute.
They're going right by him. I'm sorry, Angie, our pilot today, talking on O2, trying...
And admittedly, from this angle, I wouldn't have thought to check behind that car either. I'd probably just run straight up there like an NPC too, to be honest.
Oh my goodness, I just feel so bad for those officers.
Oh, true, yeah, this is the news chopper,
now.
isn't it?
It's the blue car. There we go. Somebody's getting the information. Somebody's got to be getting the information. Keep coming around, Edge. Keep coming around. Keep coming around. That suspect, unbelievable.
Oh, he's gone prone.
We're watching this live, and you have to understand that these officers, they don't know what the information that we know. But again, that LAPD helicopter just arriving.
Holy shit, I'm never going to criticize video game AI ever again. Oh wait, no, he's absolutely going to see him.
Information. There you go. There you go. And now
Busted.
that suspect
Yeah, he
going
pointed
into
at him.
custody. Wow. Wow.
Or not.
They haven't
Does
seen
he-
him yet.
Oh.
This is unbelievable. There we go. Oh my gosh.
What was this? Wait, what? Did this guy not see him? He's literally looking at him. Was he not alerted? What the fuck is his field of vision?
Be getting that information.
He even
There
like
you go.
points at him, doesn't
there
he?
You go. And now that suspect going into custody. Wow.
Maybe, did he de-aggro or something? How did this happen? He looked at him, pointed at him, he's like, oh, it must be behind this gate. Shit, if only we could get through. Well, no, he's like literally pointing. You know, he must know. Why is he tugging on the gate? He pointed at him twice.
Haven't seen him yet. This is.
And then this guy points at him, he's like, oh yeah, you're right. They're playing on 30 FOV. I guess so, man. He's behind a tire too, partially out of view. That's what I was thinking. So I think his biggest mistake, if I was to, I don't know, be a criminal evading arrest tactician expert, I think his biggest mistake was going prone. He spread out his surface area, which made it a little easier to see him. I think that's the only reason he got caught, because this guy looked under the car and must have seen at least a piece of him. And then when they went to the gate, like maybe if he was still just crouching there, they wouldn't have noticed. Perhaps. What he needed was one of those like ninjutsu smoke bombs. If he just had one of those in his pouch, like if he had put one of those in his loadout, he would have popped one right here, and he would have been fine. You see the footage of the bulldozer police chase from a week ago? Cops asked one of his co-workers to stop him and another bulldozer. Disgruntled former employee hijacks front loader and leads police on a slow-speed chase. Why would they ask someone to try and stop him in another bulldozer? That just sounds like they were doing that for fun. How would that possibly give them any advantage?
Stop! Stop!
Oh shit, he's hitting the turbojets.
Hey! Stop!
Activating afterburners.
I'm radio. I'm an individual who's driving a four-wheeler tractor. He is not stopping for me. I have no way of stopping.
I mean, if you gave it a light jog, you could catch up.
He's gonna go out the main road. I control him. Grab your machine. What is it? One of those things? How fast is it?
What?
They can get up to probably about 30.
30?
Grab that. Quick.
That heavy equipment can get up to 30? And also, why is he telling him to get in his heavy machine? I still don't understand the strategic importance of that.
We're in front of Victory World Church on Brook Hollow.
Oh god. Let them fight. Oh, he's trying to hit him with a pit maneuver there with the bucket on it. Why did he tell him to get in the other bulldozer? What was the point? Or, not bulldozer, front loader. I guess maybe flip it over. There's like a scene out of Godzilla Kong, New Empire.
Keep him up! Hey! Flip it! Flip it! If you flip it, flip it!
The cops are just having fun. Flip him! Fucking flip him! Yeah! Yeah! Flip him! Nice. I wonder if that's textbook. They teach you that at the police academy? Whoops. When engaging in a slow-speed pursuit with a front loader, try and find an equal front loader to try and flip it over or something. What was the guy even doing, just cruising? I have no idea. That guy just peeled out and he said, I'm not talking to you anymore. And he just left. And then started doing little donuts. That is, until this vigilante came into the equation. I like the way he enters, too. It's just very cinematic. That guy's getting a raise for this one. Bullshit! I'm actually worried for this guy's job security. Maybe they come after him next, like vigilantism or something. They slap him with a fine. And they told him to do it. You see the video of the thief disguised as a trash bag? Yeah, he's a copycat criminal. I saw. This guy just stole a page out of the playbook from the guy who did this exact same thing with the traffic cone. I mean, it could even be the same culprit, I suppose. We don't have any DNA evidence to link them. Toy Story crime? Yeah, basically. Same technique, everything. They must have trained at the same dojo. Ra's al Ghul trained them in the art of package theft. Prop hunt. Yeah, well, kind of. It's unironically not the worst plan ever. Bro is not Solid Snake. Oh wow, the entire front window's been busted. What happened? Did it get hit with like a falling anvil, like it's out of Looney Tunes or something? Holy. This guy looks so calm behind the wheel right now. He's missing like the front pillar here. The entire front window is blown out and it's just like a leisurely stroll. Oh wait. Wait. 5 minutes before that, hold on, let me make sure this isn't like some kind of catastrophic accident here that's gonna get me in trouble. What happened? It was in perfect condition just 5 minutes ago. This is a pretty high octane chase, it appears. It's a Toyota, it's fine. Yeah, I guess so. So it looks like they had him ready, busted, about to pop up on the screen here, and then he just decides, fuck it, and just blasts it. He says, safety be damned, I'm just going for it. Yeah, it'll buff out. It'll buff out. Is there anyone covering this with audio? Or do they eventually get audio? No, there's still no audio even on the live right now. Hold on. Let me find a different coverage. ABC usually does it too. What's going on? Did this guy deploy like an EMP device or something? Why do we got no audio on this? There is. You have to go to their website to watch it. You have to go to their website to watch it with their commentary? Who do they have on it? Chris Collinsworth or something? Like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Why? Alright, I'm on their site. Now what?
This video to show you a very dramatic moment earlier when we thought this suspect.
Oh yeah, they're even doing the highlights right now.
Then look,
bang,
right through that gate.
Catching us up on the lore.
Shattering the windshield of the car. This Toyota.
Pretty well for us because we had some big jetliner coming into Burbank.
You can skip, nothing happens. Well, I don't want to go to live just in case someone gets hurt. So we'll just go through the filler arc here real quick. The police are fucked. He has amazing miles per gallon in that car. That's true. He just needs to outlast them. It's a war of attrition. Honestly, the police might get bored at this speed and just call it off. This is basically just a speed limit chase.
And Des, it doesn't seem like there's a
Is that actually a Prius? I don't know enough about cars, and I don't see many Priuses. Priusi, whatever the plural is.
He ran into a little traffic.
It is actually a Prius. That's a crazy thing to get on a police chase with.
we will actually
on
see
4th of
probably
July.
about a half
True,
hour,
you'd think
45
that a
minutes
police
of
chase on
the
4th of July would be
traffic
high,
across
like
Southern
significantly
California.
higher in
Once everyone
intensity.
leaves those
Like the guys
fireworks
shooting fucking
displays,
fireworks
that's not
out of the
gonna be
side,
until
leaning out the back of it like
10, 10:30
GTA,
tonight.
shooting Roman
We'll
candles.
start to see that. So these are gonna
In a
be
getaway
some
car that happens to be like a
conditions
fucking
for
Camaro
the
or a
suspect. There's not
Charger
gonna
or
be any road
something.
work out here either. Caltrans
Or some
takes
kind of
the
old
holidays
school
off,
muscle
so
car.
I wouldn't expect to see any closures like that. It's just a matter of where does this suspect think they're going. Is
Police
they,
chases are
can
Los
add some
Angeles
red light
tradition.
tickets now
Yeah.
to their traffic
That's the number one pastime.
problems as the
to try to get out of the car.
This is why I
and
moved out of
flee,
LA.
but
How many
we
chases have you
haven't,
watched that weren't in Los Angeles?
you know,
I don't think I've
made
seen a
maneuvers
single
like
chase
going
that
down
wasn't
side
in
streets,
LA.
to make
Now I know they
but
happen in other
I
places,
tell you this,
but it's
San Fernando
genuinely
PD
treated like a
right
sport in
there on
LA.
this track, from the very beginning.
Like I bet you could set your watch to avoid police chases. Like I got off work a little early, but it's 4:30, which means there's probably 2 or 3 chases on the interstate. So I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe get a snack or something, kill some time, so I avoid the police chases. Like it seems like it's clockwork.
Again, you know, getting on the freeway with just got to be difficult on this.
They just keep showing this moment,
65 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour.
keeping the viewer hooked. Like, yeah, we know it's kind of boring right now, but look what happened 10 minutes ago when he ran through this fucking steel beam. Bang! Boom! That's a 5 booms out of 5 booms.
They're just going to run, which if people are,
How is he seeing through the cracked windshield? Because it's not just cracked. It's this entire driver's side windshield is missing. So he's actually just getting hit in the face with all the wind and everything as he's driving. Maybe he's got like sunglasses or something that he's put on to help with that. What was he pulled over for? Pulled over? You think they caught this mad guy? This demon? No, sir, he didn't get pulled over. I don't know what started this. Probably stolen car. That's usually what these are when it comes to LA police chases. Like 9 out of 10 are stolen car. Why the fuck would someone steal a Prius? I have no fucking idea, man. I couldn't tell you. I'm sure you could probably sell a Prius somewhere. And if it was like an easy thing to steal, maybe? Yeah.
Circumstances surrounding the theft of the car, but we have confirmed this is a stolen vehicle.
Called it. Hey, I know my police chases. Stolen car.
North on the 405.
That's one for Charlie. Bang. Called it.
Yeah, that's very eastbound 118, and so we are headed back.
Luckily, the criminal despawned most of the traffic here. I don't know how the highway is so empty in LA of all places, but whatever cheat code he input there really did help clear it all out. Is there anything more American than watching a car chase? Nah, it's about as patriotic as it gets, watching a good old-fashioned Prius car chase.
It's really hard to say because it is such a rarity. Like I said,
and they just keep running the best of moments. Now that's what I call Police Chases Volume 5 right there. That's like the 3rd time they've shown that. The greatest hits. Does your shirt say DILF Damn I Love Florida? You swine. No, it says DILF Damn I Love Freedom. And boy howdy do I. The freedom to watch a good old car chase as fireworks blow up around me.
Typically not the case.
It's gonna lose power soon. I don't know how long the chase has been going, but I'm sure it's probably fine for another like couple hours. Strap in for the long haul.
Now, yeah. The fireworks and the celebrations and the 4th of July celebrations really starting to get underway.
Hey now, wait, he's gonna stop for some gas? He de-aggroed the cops and he's like, alright, I gotta fill up this tank real quick.
Off the freeway and romping right through that.
He keeps using his blinkers? Well, why not? Just because you're in the middle of a car chase doesn't mean you forget your manners and the road rules. Always signal. Good for him. What did he do? Stole a Prius. Which I think is punishment enough. I don't even know if they need to arrest him.
Fast. Hitting the brakes, he's going to dive into a side street there.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Oh. That cop just happened to be there. Oh, wait! It's at that end! Wait, he's out! Oh, no!
Driver, though, running up the sidewalk there. Let's see if he goes into the...
Oh, shit!
He's into a little side street there. There's some people there. Nowhere to go.
He wasn't checking his mini-map. He didn't realize there was a gate there. Nah, his goose is definitely cooked now. The only chance he has is if he can find a way to get inside someone's like garage or something, but it's not looking likely. Oh, this guy might just let him in. Hey, bud. Do you want to come in? The cops will despawn. He's really trying to give him the loop-de-loop and pull.
Another building we'll see if he tries to get into one of these apartments. That would be bad news. Across the grass.
Man, the camera's getting so pixelated right now, I actually can't find him sometimes here.
There might be a fence there where you can't get over.
There we go. Now he's right there. I just saw him. He like crawled in over here. This guy's on his ass right now too. He's like, I see you.
We last saw him in those bushes there.
This guy's got the exclamation point over him like Metal Gear Solid. He might have actually got away. They were so slow. He also took the worst possible pathing, but it looks like it worked out. Oh, wait, yeah.
You see it popped open there.
If he did, that'd be a big mistake now because he had a pretty good spot. How did the door open? Did they hack it or something? Like, is the homeowner there? Oh yeah, homeowner's there. Oh, they look angry. I didn't see anything. Did I go too far back? Maybe. Oh, there he is. Yep. Yep. Oh, they got him. Uh-oh. He moved at the worst possible time. Well, I mean, they knew he was here, I guess. What would you do in this scenario? If it was me? I don't know. That's tough. Because he's kind of boxed in. Helicopter's just OP. When it comes to police chases, you're not going to beat the helicopter. It's too strong in the meta. So I guess what I would hope for is I'd probably just start like knocking on some of these doors, be like, listen, brother, I stole a Prius. I feel really bad about it. Can I just hide out here? I don't really want to go to jail for it. Do you mind? And then just do that to every single house here, because once I go into a house, then I feel like I'm probably good. Because then the officers are going to need like a warrant or something. Like, as you can tell, they're not just like busting down doors. So just be like, buddy, let me just chill here for a bit. I'll even get you in for like half of what I sell this Prius for. They're just dropping the address to this guy, hoping someone's going to go out there and find him. There's just going to be one guy watching this news segment being like, wait, I know where that is. Straps in the seatbelt and steps on the gas. I'll get him. Why are they putting this up? Why are they showing that? What would you do if you were the homeowner he ran into?
We're kind of far from San Fernando.
Would be very I don't know. It all depended on his attitude. Like if he tipped his fedora, he's like, "Good day, good morrow, my gentle sir. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a pickle."
So
then I'd consider it.
Theory, then okay, so kind of hard to say.
I'm assuming they lost him. No, I think he's still inside that building. Like I don't think he got out yet. So even though they haven't got him per se, he's kind of boxed in. There's not a whole lot he can really do, I don't think.
They have a perimeter.
No, I don't think he got away. It's just they can't kick down the door and grab the guy or anything. Unless I guess the lady tells them they can. He's a squatter now. Ooh, that's Galaxy Brain. If he can camp long enough, he could get squatters' rights. Doesn't Cali have like the most lenient squatters' rights as well? I could be getting them confused with something else, but squatters' rights are crazy. He just might. If he can just wait it out. Yeah, I think this is probably where this is going to end. I don't think they're getting in tonight. He's just going to stay there for the evening. He's just going to hide out. Maybe watch some TV. Call it a night. I'm guessing that's where we're still at in real time. Oh, they actually just stopped it. I just saw one of the most high-octane chases that's ever been captured on film. It involves someone being accused of being a predator, getting away in one of the most absurd vehicles I've ever laid my eyes upon.
Sorry, what's your name again?
Roger.
Roger? Hey, Roger, can I have a chat with you? Just a chat, man. I don't wanna call the police. I just wanna have a chat with you, okay?
Yeah.
So, why do you think it's okay, brother? And I'm just filming for our own protection, so you can't tell the police I touched you, okay? No, Roger, Roger, I just want to chat with you, Roger.
Jesus Christ, just leaving him in the dust, engaging the afterburners, activated the NOS boosters there. Running after him's like trying to run after a lightning bolt. Godspeed, good luck. That's not happening. This guy's not even in a vehicle, he's in a goddamn doohickey. This shit looks like a gizmo that Jimmy Neutron would have clapped together in the middle of an episode to try and get something done, but it'd also be able to shoot off into space. Like, it actually looks like it's made out of Legos by a big Toronto Raptors fan. This shit looks like he's riding in the head of a Bionicle, like he's about to go out there to try and save the Mata Nui. It is the most absurd thing I have ever seen with wheels. And that's coming from someone who owns a Moby Huge mobile, which is a fucking 3-foot, 60-pound dildo that we converted into a motorized unit. Like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I think I have ever seen. This thing doesn't even look real. It looks like it runs off of quarters. What was even the plan here? Like, there's no passenger seat. Where would they even go, like, in this car? And I'm using the word car very loosely here. Like, did they plan on strapping the 15-year-old to the roof of it like a Christmas tree? Like Clark Griswold? I guess the most likely scenario is Roger was going to try and convince them to sit on his lap. But now his plans have been foiled. He's being confronted and he's freaking out, so he's doing the only thing he knows how to do. Throw that bitch into fucking 12th gear and really step on the gas.
Roger, I'm not gonna do nothing, I promise. I'm gonna call the police, Roger. I got your address, Roger. Roger, just chat, Roger. Roger, just chat. She's 15, Roger. You can't do that. Roger, shame on you, Roger. She's only 15 old, Roger. Roger.
Listen to that engine roar. No doubt this puppy runs off pure testosterone and diesel. There's like a fucking V8 in there. Now there is no fucking way that this Toys R Us cruiser is street legal. There's no shot. So he has to be violating road laws here as well. But I do love that the cameraman is just like power walking in order to keep up with it and just being like, Roger, Roger, come on, Roger, Roger. Like, the more times he says Roger, the more it made me giggle at just how outrageous this whole situation here was. I just really can't get over how ridiculous Roger's vehicle is. If you look in the cockpit of that thing, there's like one giant red button, and it looks like only 2 other things in the entire like dash of it. It is basically a remote-controlled car that Roger is piloting. And it sounds like a remote-controlled car too.
Roger, she's only 15. I'm recording you. I have your address. The cops will go there, Roger. The cops will show up, Roger. Roger, I just want to have a chat with you, Roger. Roger, you know you can go to jail, Roger? She's 15, Roger. Shame on you, Roger. Shame on you. I will take this to the police. Shame on you.
I really thought the video was going to end when Roger made that right turn. But I love that the reporter here, the boots-on-the-ground journalist, like the detective, got in his car in order to catch up to Roger. I don't know how he was able to pull off a feat like that with how fast Roger was zooming around, but, you know, hats off to him for catching up and engaging in the slow-speed pursuit. So he pulls up next to Roger and continues to just, like, talk at him. Like, Roger, let's have a chat. Like, he's Chris Hansen on the go right now. And Roger just continues to ignore him from the fucking Batmobile here. Now, I haven't been able to find too much information about this with the lore of Roger or what happened after this video. I have been unable to locate any information on whether or not it's even real. This could be like a stage skit, though I imagine it's kind of difficult to find someone willingly there to play the pedophile, but it is definitely possible, and there have been some predator hunters and predator catchers that have faked these kind of things before in the past. So I don't even know if it's 100% authentic or not. Roger might not even be a pedophile or anything at all right now. It's all allegations, and I can't find any information about this anymore. The original upload of the video on YouTube is taken down, so it's been very difficult to find more information about all of it. So it could be staged, it could be fake, could be real, there's no telling. But regardless, the video itself actually made me laugh, like, out loud, not just blowing air out of my nose.
Hey, Roger! Roger! Can we talk? Oh my God! That thing was small.
We get yet another angle here of Roger zipping down the road in the fucking sexual predator parade float. And even the camera guy starts laughing about it, mentioning just how, like, tiny the car is. Like, it is, like, shockingly small. It looks like he's got a fucking roller coaster seat with wheels on it. It's like a motorized fucking photo booth. And he's driving it on normal public roads. Now, I did a little bit of digging, and there was actually a bunch of car people that were scratching their heads trying to figure out what this was a few years ago, and someone finally tracked it down. It's apparently like a shop rider cabin mobility scooter, and then they linked a similar model here, and it's $7,400. Over 7,000 clams for this is a pretty penny, and Roger, he even went the extra mile and customized it with some Toronto Raptors decorations. But anyway, I imagine Roger didn't face any legal repercussions for anything. If this was a real case that he was being investigated by this individual and he had evidence that he was going to meet a 15-year-old girl and he turned it over to the authorities, I imagine that the police still didn't act on it. That's extremely common, where if someone takes matters into their own hands and they don't work collaboratively with law enforcement, when they do present the evidence to the police just wipe their ass with it. They can't use it. Which is why whenever someone's doing predator hunting, most of the time the predators don't get any like actual jail time or anything, because the police don't use those investigations unless they collaboratively compiled it together. And in this case, it doesn't really seem like this was done with authorities. Like, I would have thought if the authorities worked on this together and they're about to go in for the bust, you'd probably see a couple police cars, you know, scoot in sideways or something, be like, "Get out of the fucking paddy wagon, Roger, get out!" But that didn't happen. Instead, Roger was being chased around saying, like, "Let's chat, Roger," and then he just declined to do so and continued to go for a joyride. It remains unknown if Roger still cruises around in the Toronto Raptors Shop Rider cabin mobility scooter deluxe turbo arcade edition vehicle that he was appearing in this video. But anyway, I just had to talk about this a little bit. It had me laughing. That's it. So yeah. It's been a while since I paid a visit to good old LA here. Looks about how I remembered it. Police cars zooming through, sirens wailing. Just another good old night in LA with a police chase. That's how Christmas is celebrated. It just says no audio available. Oh, I didn't even look at this. I just assumed this was just a normal ticker. I didn't think it'd actually have valuable information. I thought it'd be just like local stories. Crackhead fell down. Gets arrested. Where's the one with audio? I can't find the CBS one. Oh, no rewind enabled? You sick motherfuckers. No rewind on this either? What's going on here, sports fans? This is America's great pastime with police chases, and you're gonna tell me no rewind? Try live police chases.
Headed into the South Bay, Gio and Mike.
A lot of cars on the road for this one.
One of the things noticing here, just as this
damn, he's punching it.
Picking up significant speed. You already pointed this out and noting.
And because of their helicopter overhead as well,
I mentioned this before, but I want to mention it again now that we're watching a chase. I got to see a chase firsthand, front row seats, like a month ago now. I was coming back from a card shop, and I saw that there was a car in my side mirror on the wrong side of the road, just absolutely going ballistic. And the light had just turned green on that side, so cars were coming at him, and I really thought he was trying to kill himself. So I was like, wow, I'm going to witness something traumatic right here. But I couldn't look away. And then as he got closer, he went off the road. He like hopped the curb, went around, and then turned left out the other side. And then maybe 5-6 something seconds later, the exact same car, not the same guy, but the same car came down behind me again, this time on the right side of the road, and then just scooted right by my lane and just did this exact same thing. Straight down, took a left, and never to be seen again. And then maybe like 5 or 6 seconds later, fucking 4 cop cars follow and do the exact same thing. It was incredible. You had to get the Google Maps camera. Yeah, I guess so. But that would have been such cool footage. Not compared to like these chases, because I only got to catch a glimpse of it. But it was pretty intense. I'd never actually seen a chase firsthand. We don't really get those in Tampa to this degree.
Yeah, just really insane. I mean, you saw blowing through those red lights, not even slowing down at all, not even tapping on the brake pedal. And we're having to give some distance.
They had nothing but smooth sails in the open sea right there.
On top because of the clouds.
So he didn't need to slow down.
Turn now. We're right down by the Redondo Beach Marina, I believe. See what their next move is, but all the streets over here as we get closer.
This is one of the rare police chases where this guy is not just making a break for the interstate.
So extremely dangerous combination.
South Bay cities, and
why is he running?
That point there about
I don't know, man. I'm not his dad. You ask him.
Then they veered off right, made a tight turn, and then
just making bad decisions.
Back and kind of hard to tell. Sort of backed off and waiting to re-engage, but trying to establish our connection here. And
did they lose him back there?
Where this vehicle is.
They had 2 choppers on his ass.
To the point now where seems to.
Oh no, there he is.
The only way it seemed to really slow down was really to get out of the ways of other cars. But this right here, this area is where anybody could be on a street corner or walking around. But
I haven't seen a police car chase in a while. Where are they? They're in LA. It's just they're so frequent. I think they stopped broadcasting every single one of them. They'd run out of like camera space. There's not enough SDs in the world.
This has gotten so dangerous that if this was a lesser want, if this was just a stolen vehicle or just suspected, you can see some damage on that vehicle there. So we're getting a really good view of that Mercedes. So there has already been at least one minor.
This is old. It just ended for me. It's so old. It ended like 4 minutes ago. I wait till they're over to make sure nobody dies. I like to play it safe. A chase loses its fun when someone gets hurt. That's not the criminal themselves.
Oh my goodness, that was insanely close. Just wrong side of the road, and look at this, at 80 miles an hour over all this traffic.
Damn, wait, this guy's real, holy.
As he crossed 11th Street, absolute insanity with this driver right
now.
Yeah,
this guy's a maniac on the loose.
Traffic is out here through that red light. I mean...
very potentially dangerous people. They're running like they're dangerous, and LAPD is chasing them like they're dangerous.
And you've already seen the...
if only Jack Bauer was on the force, he'd shoot out the tires from this chopper.
Someone or some people that are not afraid necessarily of potentially getting into driving on the opposite side of the road. And then the other point here is that this vehicle's a Mercedes. So to Deb's point, it zooms incredibly
tight squeeze.
And also, as we're back on the wrong side of the point, LAPD is not behind him because they don't want to be. They're struggling to keep up with him. They're struggling to keep
That's true. Steven Seagal would also be a weapon to deploy. Oh, close call. Close shave. Yeah, Steven Seagal would get out there and Aikido the car into pieces.
Have their lights and sirens on, and hopefully people get out of the way, but they're not
seen that exact image multiple times.
Dude needs a plan. This is just random. He's panicking.
You increase, and Desmond, you increase the risk because you're introducing more variables. Every opportunity.
What he should do, if I was his robbery coach or his police chase coach, I'd tell him to go back to the shoreline and just fucking start looping around those tall buildings to obstruct the chopper view, and then eventually just bail out.
No, it's still there. I think they're just really haven't.
Oh, officer actions here. Whoa!
Just ridiculous. I mean, this is so terrifying for everyone out here right now.
Both of those drivers just soiled themselves.
Really insanely close call that we've had. Just within inches.
See, like if that kind of shit happened to me, like in the police chase that I mentioned that I got to see, like if that guy Kurt like came in front of me as I was driving, I would have actually probably tinkled. I would have lost my gourd. Do these guys ever get away? We've seen what 2 cases where they actually get away. It's not often, but sometimes it happens. Man, he is cruising.
LAPD continues this pursuit. They are maintaining a steady eye on this suspect, but
whoa! He tapped him. He tapped him.
Brakes are hot. Exactly on this suspect's car as they keep weaving in and out of.
Oh, jeepers! That guy's mad. Sir, please, we need to exchange information. Come back. He starts getting involved.
Get figured out here in terms of traffic. 405 South right now, and
he's using his turn signal.
Oh boy.
Still uses his turn signal, which always cracks
Hey.
me
Yeah,
up.
that's certainly an option at this.
It may be high stakes, but you can't just throw away good manners.
People on the side of the
See a little bit of the low visibility there that come
Man, this thing really does have some get up and go to her.
through the south.
130?
Clouds.
That ain't Weenie Hut Jr. numbers, I'll tell you that much, son.
Weaving, zigging, and zagging, all
noting that this was a suspect that very clearly has no regard for his own safety as they were trying to get away.
I wouldn't say he has no regard for his own safety. You saw him use his turn signal.
As well, this is a known suspect.
And what that person might be accused of. And again,
He needs
what
to
this
get to the
car was
woods
used
or
for
something
robbery,
and try and escape
what
on
that
foot.
robbery is all still details that we're trying to sort out. But just
Where do you think he is that he can get to the woods?
as we go southbound on the 405, we'll be approaching.
Quick! He needs to find a forest and acquire a ghillie suit ASAP. Also, for what it's worth, every police chase we've seen that ends with them running to the woods, they always get caught. Always. It's actually very low success rate. The highest chance of escape has come from under bridges.
Going really fast. So Dez is going to
thing that we're dealing with right now. So LAPD's see if we can reacquire that vehicle with the spot.
Yeah, they got him a little discombobulated. He might have given them a slip.
We just heard that they lost it as well. Wow, we're hearing visibility as well, and a suspect that's just
turn on the UAV
to escape, and they're trying to reacquire this vehicle, but all of a sudden, kind of in the dark. And this is
you know what I always thought would be really effective in the police chase meta is if he had the news up on his phone listening, so he'd know when they lost him, and he could just then stop. You know what I mean?
Let me just throw it back to you guys here for a second.
I feel like that'd be a solid strat.
And Michael and Desmond,
they did that one time. Remember you watched it?
Is that what we notice is
I've seen so many of these. Maybe that's where I got the idea. You might be right.
And so we'll see if we can catch them running or see where the spotlights are.
Oh, look at the Christmas lights.
That's the problem.
It's going to be like moths to a flame. The brightest lights on the block.
Close behind. That's not what happened here. This was that's the abandoned car right there, sitting in the middle of the intersection. So that's where they ditched.
What a crazy place to bail.
Okay.
Is that a different car, Des? What's happening there?
Well, yeah, what's happening? That guy's like trying to flag other cars down.
A different vehicle. I wonder if maybe they got hit by that or something, but my pilot, unfortunately, is telling me that we have to get out of here. I think it's just
what is going on?
A little bit too dicey as far as the.
That might just be like a random event right there, like in an MMO. Like this just might be a side quest that the police could accept if they wanted. I don't think it's related. That might just be some LA nonsense. To me, it seems like he's getting away. I think it's going to be really hard to find him on foot now. I think they managed to escape. It also looks like that's where the broadcast ends. Oh, wait, no, here it picks up again. But this time without audio. That guy is remarkably chill for a giant blinding spotlight in his face. Post-credit scene. Wait, is this actually one of the people in the car? Because he just hopped that fence. He is really relaxed about this. Is he walking around with his eyes closed? Surely he knew the spotlight was on him. Like, he would have to know that they saw him go under the RV, right? Like, there's no way. This is like the AI in an Assassin's Creed game. What the fuck, man? Nah, it's just the moonlight. Yeah, the moonlight's known to be a little shaky and usually, like, directly in your eyes. That is pretty characteristic of the moon. What a plan. What a plan. I bet they've got one of the dudes on the intercom right now going, "Hey, bud, under the RV, we don't feel like getting a warrant to come in here and we don't want to really hop this fence. Can you just come out? We know you're there." Though it has been a while. What he could have done, maybe he does. He could have gone under the RV and just kept like going under shit and then maybe like scooting out this way or something. Like hopping the fence here and then just trying to like scoot down. But I think it's equally possible he's just fucking prone under the RV. Why do we have the speed gauge out? He's crawling at 1 mile an hour. We'll never catch him at that speed.
Trying to comply.
Nope, he was under the RV the whole time.
So it looks like he's, at least from this vantage point, it looks like he's at least trying to.
What a strategy.
Yeah, you know, and so moments ago we just had.
Dude had a crazy plan.
Bigger square of. Point, yeah, walking backwards as officers may be indicating to do so.
I would say there's a very high likelihood the reason he's walking backwards is because they told him to.
What it is they want him to do. Hands are up in towards the air, which is exactly what they want. And when they feel comfortable, that is when they will approach and take him into custody. So let me widen out the shutter.
They got him. They didn't get the other passenger though.
All right, so this is
the fall guy.
Great news here. Police have an eye on this person, walking or on his knees, rather.
Cheeks out and all.
And now on the ground.
Nah, what he should have tried is going bare butt cheeks. I always think that there's a real likelihood that people don't want to tussle with a naked man. Though that'd just be an additional charge in this case. But it would have been worth a try, I think.
They were more concerned about taking him into custody.
Come out with your hands. Oh, dear God, his ass is open. Flee! According to Chase Alert on Twitter, police do know the female suspect's location and are currently looking for her. So he got busted, and so now they're looking for the female passenger? I'm assuming that's not on the chase. Go into the sewers after they lose you? Easy. Brother? What? There are some good strategies from chat occasionally, but then there's those where I know you haven't spent enough time, like, in the real world. Have you tried to lift a manhole cover? And have you tried to squeeze through the openings to the sewer in, like, curbs? It's not easy. It's not easy at all. You gotta prep. Yeah. I feel like going on a police chase today. Let me get my manhole cover removal tools. Just in case. You ever see the UK police chase where the guy stole a car and accidentally delivered it straight to a police station? I just don't like UK police chases. It's just not fun. Every UK police chase I see is just like really lame. I think I just don't like the UK, like the actual layout of the UK. It's just like tight roads, you're going like 25 miles per hour, and the cops don't really seem to be having any fun either. And the sports commentators that talk during it for the broadcast don't really seem to care. They don't treat it like the sport that we do in LA. You know what I mean? That might be a good thing. Nah, it's not a good thing. Police chases are patriotic at this point.